Assalamualaikum, hello everyone. This is Rahmat from International Management Program.
And this is Muhammad Arinal Haqqa from International Management Program.
Welcome back to our podcast.
I am so obsessed. I want to chop your hobby.
So everyone, on the previous podcast of risk management, we have already discussed about the market force, specifically regarding about the supply and demand topics. We also bring one of the most popular study case on that time regarding BBM or bahan bakar minyak.
And today we will explain about enterprise risk management, which is one of the most important topic in risk management course at Department of International Business and Economics at University of Kuala. For me, risk management is one of the most important thing in organization life, especially in a company. In the world of work, whether it's in company or industry or even in non-profit organization, risk management is one of the most thing that can support the development and prevention of problem.
So yes, I agree with what Arinal said, that each company usually has the possibility to face the risk or the problematics on their own company. So no matter they big company or they small company. So with this reason, I think that every company should prepare their own solution or the problem solving on facing their own risk based on the enterprise risk management concept. Okay, so everyone and Arinal, previously we have already discussed a little bit about the risk management concept regarding its definition. So let's move a little bit to the concept of the enterprise risk management, which is it also have a very close relation to the real concept of the risk management. So Arinal, what do you think about the enterprise risk management? What is your point of view regarding this definition?
In my opinion, enterprise risk management is one of the process of planning, regulating, and also controlling a business or business that has risk in terms of operation. With this risk management, it is of course expected that the company can minimize various losses that can arise, especially in terms of finance and business capital. In addition, various other sectors that include in risk management are credit risk sector, finance, law, health, as well as business operation. I think this is point of view from me about enterprise risk management. Of course, Rahmat, we have a different opinion. How about you, Rahmat? What do you think about enterprise risk management?
Okay, thank you, Arinal. So, in my personal opinion, I think the enterprise risk management, or people usually called as ARM, is basically a concept that offers the balanced management between the risk and the opportunity of the business to create the best alternative for the business unit itself. And also, the well-known concept of ARM, or enterprise risk management, was developed by the Committee of Sponsoring Organization, or CHOSO, at the Tradeway Commission on 1985. And one other thing is on the enterprise risk management or AIM, they also have various components including the controlling activities, the internal environment, the information and the communication, and also many other things. So everyone and Arinal, we have already discussed about the definition of the enterprise risk management, but let's move a little bit to the function of the enterprise risk management, because it just feels incomplete if we already discussed about the definition but we don't know what is the function of the enterprise risk management. So Arinal, could you please share with us what is the function of the enterprise risk management?
Okay, enterprise risk management is implemented in order to achieve various objectives, which is of course will be useful to protect the company from various very dangerous business risks. So there are several functions of enterprise risk management. First is improve the company business performance, and the second is protect the company from various very detrimental economic risks. The third is maintain the level of income earned by the company so that it can be used for various very important things. And the fourth is keeping the financial plan can be maintained and can run smoothly. The fifth is conducting socialization related to understanding and also the importance of risk management. And the last one is making management more protective in terms of minimizing risk and making enterprise risk management an advantage in order to able to improve company performance in business market. Yeah, I think that's all I know about function of risk management.
Okay, thank you Arinal for your explanation. So everyone, after this we will discuss and talk a little bit about the component on the enterprise risk management. Okay, so everyone, now I will explain a little bit about the component that include on the enterprise risk management. There are some components on the ARM based on the Committee of Sponsoring Organization or CHOSO. They have 8 components. The first one is internal environment. When we talk about the internal environment, we talk about everyone that work along with us on a company. And the second one is the objective setting, followed by the event identification. We need to identify what kind of event that are following on our businesses, and also continue with the risk assessment, also following by the risk response, controlling activities, and also the information and communication. Last about the monitoring, because whenever a company face a risk or a problematic on a business, they have to find the solution along with monitoring or controlling the development of the risk that happen on their business. Okay, so everyone, previously we have already discussed about the definition of enterprise risk management, the function of enterprise risk management, also the component of enterprise risk management. Now it's time for us to know about the types of the enterprise risk management. There are basically 4 types of enterprise risk management, which is 2 of them will be explained by Arinal and 2 others will be explained by me. Okay, maybe Arinal can start.
First is financial enterprise risk management. This type is mainly on the company finance, so they are managed as much as possible, so the company doesn't bankrupt because of capital, fund, profit, and the other finance problem. With this management, of course, the company will provide good protection for all company assets. The goal is that later company finance can remain healthy and also be used for business development. And the second is operational enterprise risk management. This management is a business problem that can arise due to internal factor. For example, are worker performance, minimal resource, unhealthy capital, and various other things. Operational management includes human factor, system, and the process, external problem that are not related to consumer but appear on their own, such as disaster.
Okay, so I will continue the last 2 types of the enterprise risk management, which is the hazard enterprise risk management and strategic enterprise risk management. So for the first, the hazard enterprise risk management is the type of management whose focus on the potential problem that could lead to a company in collapsing or getting bankrupt. So generally the problem detected are various big problem as well as the dangers. And for the example of the hazard risk management is the employee accidents caused by the broken machines on the business or a company. Also the corruption within the company, and also the employees would not serve the customer well. Okay, next about the strategic enterprises risk management. This is the type of management related to the decision making, and also this is generally occur in the highly unpredictable condition and can reduce the ability to business people to be able to carry out the planned strategies.
Okay, Rahmat, now I would like to tell about steps to implement enterprise risk management. First is determining the right risk analysis model. There are 2 models that can be carried out by company leaders, namely making it the responsibility of the leadership or delegating this task to certain division. In this case, of course, various considerations are needed as well as the ability of a person as a leader to pay attention to various specific areas that will have a big impact. However, when delegating tasks, one must also be able to coordinate the capacity and also know the capabilities of the division well. Next is equating perception of risk. In this case, good communication is very needed between internal institution and company department and company department, so that they can work together in determine the company risk level, in formulating enterprise risk management, deviation from risk, and also feedback such as investor expectation, market condition, and sensitivity analysis are very important. Next is evaluation of resource for specific purpose. As a leader, we must know and also ensure the ability and performance of all the things involved, such as director, whether they are competent or not. Enterprise risk management actually emphasis more in terms of communication, and also units the vision between company leaders. Then the objective will be brought to be applied technically to the workers in the field. Enterprise risk management is depend on good and appropriate communication.
Okay, so everyone, Arinal just explained about the step on doing the enterprise risk management. So now it's time for me to explain a little bit about the enterprise risk management framework. So so basically on the enterprise risk management framework, there are 5 important points. The first one is about the government and culture, which is include the discussion about the board risk oversight, the operating structure, where we know if we are conducting the enterprise risk management, we have to know about the operating system and the structure, and also define the culture, the core value of commitment, and also the HR function. And the second is about the strategy and the objective setting, which is include the point about business context analysis, and also the risk appetite, and also the alternative, the strategic, and also the business objective. And number 3 are about the performance. It includes about the risk identification, risk severity, risk priority, and the risk responsibility. And last but not least, the portfolio development. And the number 4 is about the review and the revision, about the change assessment, the risk and the performance review, and also the HRM or enterprise risk management improvement. Last but not least, about the information, communication, and reporting. It's about the leveraging the IT, the risk communication, and also risk reporting, because we know during the application of the enterprise risk management, we need the reporting, because the report are talking about the data that has we analyzing during the process. So this data can be the reference for us to take the future decisions. So everyone and Arinal, we have just already finished the discussion about the enterprise risk management. We have discussed about the definition, the function, the component, also the type, the step, and also the frameworks. Now it's time for us to conclude our discussion today. So Arinal, what do you think the conclusion about the enterprise risk management?
We can get from our discussion today, risk management is a must, especially in this era where the rate of change is very fast. If you are not able to manage risk properly, your business could be serious in danger. Making change that are most effect is certainly a solution related to change that occur. This can be assessed whether it is then able to bring a negative or positive effect. And how about you, Rahman?
Okay, so I agree with what Arinal said, that risk management is really important for the concept of enterprise risk management. I think it's important because it's basically the concept that offers the balance of management between the risk and the opportunity. So when it talks about the balance, it also talks about how a company can get a stability during their business. So I think the concept of enterprise risk management and the risk management itself is really important for a business or a company.
Okay everyone, we just finished our discussion about risk management, specifically about enterprise risk management.
And I would like to say thank you very much for everyone that watching, and also thank you for Arinal for joining me discussing about enterprise risk management. So I'll see you in the next podcast. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.